And Kelly, there's a lot to unpack here because of what is all on the agenda. The team did release more than a dozen big ticket items about what they want to do to reimagine Arrowhead Stadium with renovations starting in 2027 after the FIFA World Cup and wrapping up by hopefully the 2030, maybe 2031 football season. Here's a look at some of these renovations, some of these ideas. The team wants to create what they're calling an activation zone at the site of the current Kauffman Stadium. That would be a turf-covered space with a stage that could serve both game day and year-round events. Plans also call for a new upper concourse connection, which create a 360 wraparound concourse on the upper level. There's also a lot of new suites, new clubs included, along with new concessions, retail spaces, and restrooms. But really, by and large, the footprint mostly remains the same. The team said they did consider larger plans like an entertainment district, but it doesn't make sense in the area where Arrowhead stands now.
We looked at that. We actually did a pretty good analysis on real estate development, what we could do, entertainment districts, et cetera. And there's some reality that hits you pretty quickly. Right now in this market, this is not a location that is worthy of developing. So as harsh as that sounds, it's just the reality from a business standpoint.
All of these renovations would cost about $800 million. The Hunt family will be kicking in $300 million, and then they would cover any cost overruns. And then the team would be asking the city and the state for an additional $500 million for those renovations. The 3/8 sales tax, Chiefs President Mark Donovan tells me, would continue to pay for what it pays for right now, repair and maintenance of the current Chiefs facility. Live outside Arrowhead, Matt Evans, KMBC 9 News.
So, Matt, what about the community benefits agreement and the lease for the teams? Has there been an update on that?
Yeah, neither one are signed, but we did talk with the Jackson County Sports Complex Authority chair today, who tells us that he hopes to have leases complete with the teams, both of them, the Chiefs and the Royals, in about a week's time or so. But there might be an additional wrinkle to that because we also talked with Jackson County Executive Frank White today. He's the man who has to sign the leases. He says he will not hesitate to not sign them if he feels like they're not a good deal for the county, and since he's no longer involved in the negotiations, he's not sure if they will be. Kelly, Laura?